Wearing sunglasses while fishing not only protects your eyes, but it actually gives you an advantage where you're able to see underwater if you're wearing polarized lenses. My name is Wes Littlefield with YourBassGuy.com, and today I've got 3 pairs of sunglasses, but to be fair, I was sent these 3 pairs of sunglasses to test out. I'm going to let you know what I like and what I don't like about each pair. So let's get started. So the first pair I'm going to start with is the most expensive, and that is the Costa Jose Pros. I really like them, and obviously they're expensive, and that's probably why I like them the best. But the things that I really like about them are, number one, the sweat channels. When I'm outside fishing, I'm going to be sweating a lot, and it runs down into my face, and then I'm sitting there trying to wipe it away and everything, and it's just annoying. But with the sweat channels, it helps funnel the sweat that's normally running down the side of your face into your eyes or whatever, and it actually funnels it all the way back behind your ear. You can wipe it away on the back of your neck or whatever instead of trying to wipe your eyes constantly. The next thing that I really like about these glasses is the adjustable nose piece. So if you've got a big nose like me or you've got a little nose, they're gonna fit you. They're also very comfortable. I didn't have any problems wearing them while fishing. I mean, they're fairly lightweight and it didn't hurt my head. I think part of the reason for that is because of the spring-loaded frames. So you can see I can bend them out just a little bit more and they come back into place. There's a spring in the earpieces or the frames right here. And I really like that about it because I'm usually kind of tough on glasses and I tend up stretching them, put them on my head, and then, you know, they end up breaking eventually, but these shouldn't do that. So the next thing that I like about these glasses is that they fully protect all the way around my eyes. I can just barely see out of the bottom right here a little bit and maybe a little bit on the sides. But for the most part, the sun is blocked, whether it's coming straight down or it's bouncing off the water up into my eyes. And that's huge. Obviously they're polarized lenses, so looking down into the water, I'm gonna be able to see. I really like that about them. Let's get to the con. And the major con about these sunglasses is how expensive they are. They're over $250, so you're not gonna wanna lose them. You're not gonna wanna break them. You really just gotta baby them and make sure that you've either got a strap, that way if they do come off, they're hanging around your neck or whatever. You know, $250 is a lot of money for a pair of sunglasses. So that's the con, but are they worth it? I mean, if you fish a lot and you need to protect your eyes and you need to see into the water, they're absolutely worth it just for all the pros that I mentioned previously. So the next pair of sunglasses we're gonna talk about is the Hobie Mojo. Now, I saw these at iCast, and that's actually where I picked up this pair, and I was like, why is nobody else doing this? And that's because these float. I was very skeptical. I agree. I'm totally on your side. I was super skeptical, like, no, they don't really float. But yes, they really float. I've thrown them into the pool, I've thrown them into my pond, and they haven't sunk. I showed them to my dad actually when I got back, and I threw them at him when he was in the pool, and they just floated right next to him, and he was like, well, that's pretty cool. So they float. That is the biggest pro. That's worth it in itself because I don't know how many pairs of sunglasses and even regular glasses that I've lost because I've knocked them off my head into the water and they sank to the bottom. Well, the Hobie Mojos won't do that. Now, they're really lightweight. They're really comfortable to wear. The biggest thing that I see from these, I don't have a big head, but it's big enough, and right here at my temples, I can feel them just barely pressing in. Now, is it enough to actually give me a headache and bother me? No, but it's kind of inconvenient feeling. It just a little bit different feeling is all. But once again, these also have really good coverage all around. You know, I'm just barely getting a little bit of light on the bottom, which is just gonna happen. And really on the side, I think these even wrap a little bit better than the Costas do. They make excellent fishing glasses and a lot cheaper than the Costas. These are $99 starting out plus tax and shipping or whatever. So for a floating pair, $100, that's reasonably priced. Now, the biggest con for me, when looking at them, they look like a cheaper pair of sunglasses. I don't know what exactly it is. It's just the plastic. Maybe it's the shine of the plastic. Whatever it is, they look like a cheaper pair of sunglasses, you know, like a $50 or even a $25 pair of sunglasses. But so far they've held up. I really like them. The main thing is that they float. So if you tend to lose sunglasses by knocking them into the water, Hobie has solved your problem. All right, the last pair that I was sent to test out, but the Tifosi Tyrants. This is the 2.0. They're very lightweight, which is what I really like about them. They're comfortable. They've got adjustable earpieces, so you know if it's pinching too much in the back of your head, you can actually bend it out a little bit. Or if it's not pinching enough and they're sliding, you can bend them in a little bit. It's also got an adjustable nose piece, so you can bend it, play with it, make it fit your nose once again. Also, these are reasonably priced. This specific pair is like $100. So for the adjustability, it's nice, super lightweight. And if you don't like the look of the other style fishing sunglasses, these are a little bit more sporty. So you can wear them, you know, on a Friday evening on your hot date. But the con is there's a lot of light coming in through the bottom and the sides. The frame doesn't block a lot of light because there's no frame down here or on the sides right here. So you're gonna get a lot of that glare coming up from the water and on the sides. But these are polarized lenses, so you still will be able to see in the water. So as I mentioned, there are a ton of other options for fishing sunglasses, but there are two things to remember that are just essential when buying fishing sunglasses. And that, number one, is polarized lenses, and number two, that they're comfortable. You see, I've had cheap sunglasses that weren't polarized that I've tried to use for fishing, and I was at a major disadvantage because I couldn't see into the water. So I might have been spooking fish, whether I'm walking up from the bank and I couldn't see into the water that there's a fish right there on the bank, or even while I'm in my kayak or in my boat and looking over the edge and trying to avoid logs and stuff with my trolling motor. I'm saving a prop doing that. So polarized lenses are critical for fishing sunglasses and comfortable. I also bought a cheap pair of polarized sunglasses, but they gave me a headache. They were not comfortable and I didn't wear them. So I didn't get the benefit of the polarized lenses, you know, and if I did, I was getting a headache and I was like, forget this, let's just not wear them. So comfortability and polarized lenses are a must. Everything else is a nice added bonus. You know, obviously if you're willing to spend a little bit more money, you tend to get those high-end features, you know, like Costa offers where the sweat runs back down behind your ears. I mean, who would have thought of that? That's pretty cool, but you're gonna pay for it. So find that balance, whatever you like. If you'd like to purchase any of these three pair, I'll have them linked down in the description. And if this video was useful, helpful, and you want to see more videos like this, whether it's gear reviews or how-to fishing tips, go ahead and subscribe. Otherwise, I want you to always remember that education is important, but fishing is essential.